Yeah, Babylon is falling to rise no more. Babylon is falling to rise no more. Falling, falling, falling to rise no more. Falling to rise no more. I'm taking a look in the streets. It's really every day what I see. We constantly searching for peace. My people just wanna be free. We tired of the cell blocks and the bullshit. That lying nigga in the pulpit. Same shit, but a different day. I speak truth, they ain't come to play. You in the way, better move, nigga. That follow no way gon' be cruel, nigga. Say you gon' make it that tool, nigga. Matter of fact, get you by two, nigga. You see the signs that's in front of you? That's in the rough from up under you. Shit is gon' fall, yeah, I promise you. Make up your mind what you gonna do. You heard it? Now listen. Your life, my business. You are my brother. We need each other. This truth, I live it. I will defend it. You are my brother. You are my brother. Yeah. Babylon is falling to rise no more. Babylon is falling to rise no more. To rise no more. Falling to rise no more. Hey, my brother. Get your hands up, it's a war now. Take a good look at this world. It's time to go hard, don't be scared now. I know you're feeling the stress. Look on your face, yeah, and I need some help. But we made it happen with less. You and my blood, I feel what you felt. Destruction on every corner. Every day I feel like a loner. Keeping the faith, that is my armor. This is a test, but nothing can harm you. Don't be scared of truth when you hear it. Don't compromise your spirit. Don't be trying to live like these white folks. Don't be trying to chill with these white folks. Brotherhood is a weapon, and that's the shit that I stand for. If you keep the law and live it, now you a nigga I'll stand for. Got no time for that fake shit. That shit I can't stand, bro. Still believe in that flag. So what the hell do you stand for? Yeah. Babylon is falling to rise no more. Babylon is falling to rise no more. To rise no more. Falling to rise no more.
Hey, Shalom Israel, Shalom Baltimore. This is the ISHBK Baltimore Wednesday night law class. Let's give it up for that. We're the ISHBK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming straight out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. If it's not under Commanding General Yohana, it's not the truth. Right. We've been bringing out this truth since 1969 that blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true biblical Jews of the Bible. And our oppressor is the devil that this Bible speaks of. You understand? You feel me? We're going to get into it, man. Babylon is falling. You see what I'm saying? When you get into when you get into these scriptures and you start hearing about, Babylon, or you hear about Egypt. Egypt is another, it means bondage. But when you see something that says either Egypt or bondage, or Babylon, you got to understand that that's talking about modern day America. You see what I'm saying? So this place that we're in, this is not a sanctuary for us. This is not a safe haven for us. This is not a place where we come to be equal and have a good life. You see what I'm saying? this is the place of our captivity, just like Babylon was the place of our captivity, just like Egypt was the place of our captivity. So is America. You see what I'm saying? And we're gonna get into it today, man, because listen, Babylon is falling. But the question is are you going to fall with it?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, if you have any questions in the comments, you see what I'm saying? Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this class. You know, make sure that you, if you do have any questions or comments, go ahead and put them in the chat. You know, I see we got a few people in the class right now. Shalom to all, Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah to all the Akim. Shalom Yahweh Shema Allah Thanba Shem Yahweh Shah to all the sisters. So we're gonna get into it. Let me get the book of Exodus chapter 23 and 22, Baba Kasha.
Exodus chapter 23, verse 22. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies, and an adversary unto thine adversary.
Read that again and read it slow. Let's hit it carefully, because here's the thing: with a lot of times with these scriptures, we read it, but like we really got to get the breakdown and understanding what the Lord is bringing forth. Read that again.
Exodus chapter 23, verse 22. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice.
So like if I could start in verse 21, Baba Kasha.
Exodus chapter 23, verse 21. Beware of him and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgression. For my name is in him.
This is the Lord is talking about an angel right now. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is saying, you know, when I send the angel, you better beware of him. You see what I'm saying? Like, and obey his voice, provoke him not. You see what I'm saying? Like the angel, you ain't going to bargain with an angel. That angel is going to come and he's going to fulfill the mission that he's been sent to fulfill.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, obey his voice, provoke him not. You see what I'm saying? For he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him. Meaning, this angel, when the Lord sent him, he's coming to do what the Lord sent him to do.
Right.
You know, hey, this is what I was saying last week when you don't want to be, you know, you don't want to be the brother that's always Salakia. Sometimes that Salakia don't cut. You see what I'm saying? We're reading about an angel right now that say he will not pardon your transgressions. You see what I'm saying? Like, we have to understand that when these angels that the Lord is sending, you got to think we are the Lord's people. He's not going to pardon our transgressions.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So if that's the case, if the Lord is going to do that, he's going to send the angels that's going to fulfill his mission, and he's going to fulfill it even with the people that the Lord love. Imagine what he's going to do with a people that he do not love. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're going to get into. So let me get verse 22, Brother Kasha.
Exodus chapter 23, verse 22. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice.
If thou shalt indeed obey his voice, like it's still talking about that same angel. If you listen to him, you do what he's telling you to do. Go ahead.
And do all that I speak.
And do all that I speak. Like this is very important, because the Christian church has taught us that we don't have to do all that the Lord tells us to do. The Christian church has told us that we can pick and choose whatever we want. We can serve what's convenient for us. We can serve what makes us, what gives us a clear conscience. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is saying, nah, you can't do what you want. You can't call yourself being a good person and only following parts of my law.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You got Muslims out here. You got these so-called Jewish people out here. And when I'm talking about Jewish, not only the devils, you see what I'm saying? We talking about brothers who are Jewish, you know, they practice that Jewish that Jewish nonsense too, or they call it Judaism.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They'll tell you we don't eat no pork. But guess what? They will eat that shrimp and that crab.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The Muslims, they'll tell you we don't eat no swine. They big on that. We don't eat no swine, but guess what? They'll eat some crab and some shrimp. You know, they'll eat some, they'll take part in some clams. You see what I'm saying? Oysters. The Lord told us, man, we can't eat none of that. So here it is. He said, read that from the top, from 22.
Exodus chapter 23, verse 22. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice
Obey his voice, man. Go ahead.
and do all that I speak,
You got to do all that the Most High speak. Don't just do the stuff that you want to do. Don't do the stuff that's just comfortable for you. You got to do all that the Most High has told you to do. Keep going.
then I will be an enemy unto thine enemy.
They say, I will be a friend.
Enemy,
They say, I will be an equal.
enemy,
The Lord says, then I will be an enemy unto who?
thine enemy.
Listen, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, man, woman, and child, we have enemies out here.
That's right.
And they have waged war against us. You see what I'm saying? Even though we don't look at what they're doing as war. It comes in the form of policy. It comes in the form of, political parties and political affiliations. They come in a form of tariffs or embargoes. You see what I'm saying? It's then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies. You see what I'm saying? This is what the Lord is telling us. These other nations that surround us are not our friends. They're not our equals. They're not somebody we should buddy up with. You see what I'm saying? They are enemies to us. And the Lord said, the day that you obey you obey my voice and do all that I speak, I'll be an enemy to your enemies. Keep going.
And an adversary unto thine adversary.
It's an adversary unto thine adversaries. You see what I'm saying? That's what the Lord is telling us that he's willing to do for us. Like, you got to think. A lot of people, we under that mysticism that the Christian church then gave us. We under that mysticism of thinking that, we gonna die, then we're gonna go to heaven, and we're gonna live peacefully after ever. You see what I'm saying? Like, God is up there, and it's just so beautiful. Nothing goes wrong. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're away from earth. Everything just peachy and creamy. Like, that's the vision that the Christian church then gave us of heaven. But what we don't realize is the Lord is going to bring he's going to bring heaven to this earth. You see what I'm saying? He's going to bring heaven to this earth. And right now, why this kingdom is falling, because trust me when I tell you, this kingdom is falling.
Right.
America is falling right now. Like, everyone heard of the scriptures where we talk about wars and rumors of war. You see what I'm saying? If you look at the signs, like, no one knows the time nor the hour. But the Lord said, look out for these things. You see what I'm saying? You got weather. You got weather events happening in places where it normally don't happen. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that the Lord told us to look out for that you're starting to see take place. America is beginning to fall. Go ahead. Come.
Ecclesiastes 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron roughens, so is his wickedness.
Yeah, see, it said the scripture said, never trust your enemy for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Like, despite how we want to treat this oppressor in these surrounding nations, the Lord called them enemies and told us not to trust them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, don't trust that soft talk. Don't trust that crouching, how he come to you and he acting like he's being humble. Right. You see what I'm saying? Don't trust that. You see what I'm saying? You don't trust those things and he won't have a chance to bite you.
Right.
That's what the Lord is saying. For sure, for like it's iron rusted, so is his wickedness. That iron is beautiful when it first comes out. When that iron comes out and it's shiny, it's pretty. You see what I'm saying? You leave it to his element. You let the rain, snow, sleet, and hail get on it. They start to rust, man. It don't look as pretty. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so when I was in the Navy, right?
Come.
We used to go out to outside that's the ship. We used to paint the whole ship, needle gun, prime it, and get the rust away.
Come.
And I mean, like a couple days later, it's back. This is why that scripture is so powerful, because no matter what we did to cover it up, it's going to show.
Yeah, no matter what excuse you make for him. You see what I'm saying? You start seeing yourself making excuses for him that you shouldn't be making excuses for him. Everybody's not like that. And then they go and burn you. You see what I'm saying? Well, they just a child. Then that child go burn your child. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a heavy precept because we're not supposed to trust these enemies. But even so, the Lord is saying, when you come back to being obedient to my word, your enemies shall be my enemies. This can happen overnight.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I remember Captain Kahan, I remember he said something to the fact that like the Lord uses a virus to show us a virus. You see what I'm saying? Like if you look at that COVID-19 epidemic, you see what I'm saying? That was a virus, but it showed you who the devil was.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You seen how they maneuvered. You see what I'm saying? You seen how they put themselves in position to do certain things. It's one of those things where when we're obedient to the Lord, we don't have to worry about none of their propaganda. We don't have to worry about their tricks. We don't have to worry about any of those things. And that's what the Lord is telling us right now. And it's a reason for it. When I tell you that Babylon is falling, we're going to show that in the scripture. Let me get 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 5 up, Kashar.
Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Verse 6. For wickedness have exceedingly.
Hold on. Shall I read that again?
Verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
It is. The Lord is saying that I will bring plagues. You see what I'm saying? Like that's why I said at the beginning of the class, when you hear of Egypt, when you hear Babylon, this is equal to saying America.
Right.
It's the same thing. You see what I'm saying? So it's saying, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. We've seen plagues in Egypt. We got to remember, Egypt was a superpower just the same as America was at one point in time. What made them great? What made Egypt a superpower at that time? What?
Slavery, black,
yeah, we were slaves in it. You see what I'm saying? Wherever we go as slaves, that nation becomes just as powerful as it can be.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So Egypt was the old school. Egypt was what America is today. Right. You see what I'm saying? The Lord said, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. You see what I'm saying? These are all things that we're already experiencing.
Right.
Everything right here, we're already experiencing as a people. You see what I'm saying? But what the Lord is saying is, I'm going to bring it to the world now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm going to bring it to these other folks. I'm going to bring it to this age. I'm going to bring it to this society. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Like if you look at what's going on in today's time, like the scripture talks about you won't know male from female.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like right now is damn near, according to the society, a sin to say male or female.
Right.
You got to ask the person their pronoun. You see what I'm saying? You go to the slavery, you don't know what bathroom you can use. You see what I'm saying? Everything is off limits. Everything's off limits for if you're trying to do things the right way.
Right.
You know, but if you caught up in this confusion, you see what I'm saying? You it's free will. It's a for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the entire earth, man. Keep going.
And their hurtful works are fulfilled.
It's saying that hurtful works are fulfilled. Like I read an article today, and it was outlining in the 1940s. It was a black serviceman. You know, he was unalived by so-called white man. You see what I'm saying? And they finally released the wreckage. You feel me? And the countless numbers of stories that you'll get, and I'm going into this because what's the day? Memorial Day is coming up. That's this Sunday. You see what I'm saying? Where you know they're gonna have tributes to military and things of that nature. But for a Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, this is nothing for us to be proud of, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If you got family members and stuff like that, like military, going into the military was something that we did to stay out of trouble. You see what I'm saying? Boy, you ain't got no direction. Go into the army. You see what I'm saying? You got to make something of yourself instead of you going to the streets and joining gangs. I want you to go join Esau's gang. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of our parents didn't know no better. A lot of our parents didn't have this truth. So a lot of brothers, you know, Hispanic brothers and sisters and Native brothers and sisters, you see what I'm saying? We got sent into the military, not in a sense to serve this country, more so in a sense to do something productive with do something what we consider productive with our lives, right, instead of getting in trouble and going to jail, so to speak. You see what I'm saying? But we've seen countless, you know, whether it's articles, whether it's on camera, you've seen Black, Hispanic, and Native American servicemen who come back home, and in their uniform, they get unalived. You know, they get treated like the scum of the earth. They get dragged out their car in the uniform. They get unalived. They used to hang them back in the day. They used to hang them in the uniform. You see what I'm saying? Memorial Day is not something that we should be celebrating as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right. You see what I'm saying? Memorial Day, like the fact that it's a Memorial Day and we think we have to celebrate it should raise a flag. Right. You see what I'm saying? Because none of us went in there because we were so proud of this country. I don't know, like you talk to, you know, any black, Hispanic, or Native American with military background, you see what I'm saying? I haven't personally talked to any of them that went in saying, I just want to serve my country. You know, America, the bold, you know, the home of the free, land of the free, home of the brave. None of us have that concept of America, especially knowing our history. That's something that's beat into us once we get into that military. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a cult following. When you get into there, they brainwash you into thinking that this country, you're fighting for the freedoms and liberties of this country until you come home. Go ahead.
I would say it started from the school system. The school system will show us our history.
Come.
So a lot of people grow up thinking like, well, you know, we're bodies, and then going, you know, we need to do once on top of the brainwash they do.
But that's the thing. A lot of us, even though they teach it in the school, we hear it, but we really know that we ain't a part of it. You see what I'm saying? Like if you got a Jake that's sitting in the class and you got a devil, Jake, he gonna hate it, but at the same time, he know that he has a different history in this country, and his people has a different history in this country than Esau, right, than that so-called white man. That so-called white man can suck it all up. Right. You see what I'm saying? He can take it all in and be proud. You see what I'm saying? But as a brother, as a sister, that has to get brainwashed and beat into you. For you to come out here talking about how great your country is and how you got to put on for your country. You see what I'm saying? That's not something that we naturally do because we know our history. You see what I'm saying? So this is where, read that scripture again, Mother Gashan, verse 6.
Verse 6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
For wickedness have polluted the whole earth, man. And that's what we're saying out here. You see what I'm saying? Like we're saying the unaliving of our brothers and sisters. We're still like, no one still talks about what's going on that border, man. Right. No one still talks about what's going on that border, how our Issacharite brothers are being treated over there, man. Kids being kidnapped and stuff like that. If it's not happening to you, if it's not happening to us directly, it's almost like out of sight, out of mind. Right. It's not out of sight, out of mind to the Lord, man. This is the wickedness that's polluting this earth, man. Keep going.
And their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Keep going.
Verse 7. Therefore, saith the Lord. Verse 8. I will hold my tongue no more and touching their wickedness.
The Lord said, I ain't gonna hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness. You see what I'm saying? Like the Lord is getting fed up. The Lord is getting like, here's the thing: when the Lord gets fed up, when the Lord get tired of your BS, you see what I'm saying? You would rather be judged by a man than be judged by the Lord. You see what I'm saying? The Lord said, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
When it says, I will hold my tongue no more How many times have I heard it? That's how you put it.
Yeah,
How
come.
many times have I heard people? Oh, no, my tongue
Huh.
say something. Like, that's crazy. Like,
Huh.
this scripture's been written thousands, like, you know what I'm saying, a long time ago. And it talked
Huh. And then look at the context of it. Like, you know, here's the thing. Like, this is why it's so important for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to be obedient to the Lord. We have to give the Lord something to come back to.
God.
You see what I'm saying? We have, like, how can the Lord be an enemy to our enemies? How can the Lord move on our behalf when we still out here doing what we want to do?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, the way we build our kingdom is being obedient to the Lord. It's following these laws, statutes, and commandments. Because now he has something. Listen, them brothers down there, they fighting. They trying to keep this law. You see what I'm saying? Let me go down there and give them some relief. You see what I'm saying? We have to show the Most High and give him something that he can come back for, that he can send Christ back for. You see what I'm saying? And when imagine you being a parent and you got a child, you got a rebellious child, and you see the people in the streets, what they doing to him. But yeah, he still want to be a part of them. You know, how can you do anything to them?
Right.
You can't do nothing to them. He wants to be a part of that. But then it comes a time when he start getting himself together. He start cleaning his ways up. He start listening. You see what I'm saying? And you watching it. And now you like, you know what? Shorty fighting for this, man. You know what? I ain't holding back no more. Like, you sitting on the edge of your seat because you ready to go and get vengeance. You see what I'm saying? That's what the Lord is saying. I will hold my tongue no more. It's touching their wickedness. Keep going.
Which they profanely commit.
Which they profanely commit. You see what I'm saying? They do it. It's like profane is something that's considered holy. Like, if you look at profane, let's get the definition of profane. Because a lot of people don't understand what profane really means. That's what this is the root word of profanity. That's why when people hear what they call curse words, they think that that's why they say it's profanity, which is not. It's actually just strong English. But go ahead.
There's two definitions, sir.
Go ahead.
Verse 1. First definition. Relating or devoted to that which is not sacred or biblical, secular rather than religious.
Mm-hmm.
And the second definition of a person or their behavior, not respectful of orthodox religious practice, irrelevant.
Yeah, so this is pretty much when they say which they profanely commit, meaning like they're showing no respect to my laws, they're showing no respect to my people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They doing what the hell they want to do, and they doing it with no conscience. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
The Lord said, I'm not going to suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Like the lifestyle that this oppressor lives, the lifestyle that these heathens live, that these heathen lives, the Lord is not going to suffer that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He's not going to tolerate it. You see what I'm saying? He's going to put an end to that. You know, the alphabet community, it won't be an alphabet community no more.
Right.
He's going to put an end to it. The Lord is not going to suffer that no more. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
That's what we're doing right now, man.
Right.
We're crying unto the Lord, man. We crying unto the Lord to save our people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? To put his spirit on our people. You see what I'm saying? To say the souls of the just complain continually. You know, right now we're what's the word I wanted to use? What's the word? It's not struggling, but it's really struggling. Like, we're struggling with our people to bring them back to the Lord, man, to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Mockery, come up to you. Mockery, come upstairs. Yeah, read that one more time, that end part.
Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
And that's what's happening, man. Like, these classes, when we on the streets, you know, that's the innocent and righteous blood crying unto the Lord, man. The souls of the just complaining continually. You You see what I'm saying? Like these devils out here, like they doing the most right now. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like in every aspect of everything of this society. It's like you grab that door for me. In every aspect, it's like they're triggering us to sin against the Lord. But that's why we have to have that spirit in us to fight back and realize that we are in a war. And that's the problem. That's why the Christian churches, that's how the Christian churches failed Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You see what I'm saying? Like we've been failed because we've been taught to believe that, you know, we just got to go along and get along. You see what I'm saying? Don't cause no friction. What you got an attitude for? You see what I'm saying? You got to forgive and forget. Meanwhile, we're dying. You see what I'm saying? Like that's not what we should be doing. We got to realize that we are at war right now, man. We've been at war for a very, very long time. You see what I'm saying? The Lord just said that He's not going to suffer their wickedness, man. It saying, and that the righteous blood cry unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. That's what you see, Shalom. That's what you see going on every time you see a class. That's what you see every time you see us on the corners, man. Let me get verse 9, Baba Kasha.
And there, verse 9. And therefore, saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them.
People what?
Avenge them.
The Lord saying, therefore, saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them. You see what I'm saying? We have to give the Lord something to avenge, though.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, how can you avenge someone who's still doing the wrong thing? You see what I'm saying? If your kid is still being rebellious, how can you avenge? How can you defend their honor when they're still doing the things that you told them not? That's gonna make you look weak as a father. You see what I'm saying? Like, but here it is. You got the righteous crying out to him, the innocent crying out to him. And the Lord say, behold, He said, I will surely avenge them. Keep going.
And receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
I'm going to receive unto me all the innocent blood blood from among them. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is going to get back. You see what I'm saying? Payback is a real thing. That, you know, they call it karma in the world. In the scripture, they say you reap what you sow.
Right.
This devil has reaped the reward he's going to receive from the Lord. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep going up.
Verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
They say, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. We are led to the flock by the slaughter by these so-called black leaders, man. You see what I'm saying? These so-called black leaders have led us, you know, led the Lord's flock to the slaughter. You see what I'm saying? But like we were saying last week, the black Christian church is just a vessel of white supremacy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You know, it's just got a black face on it. Keep going.
I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
The Lord said, I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. The Lord said, man, and that's why I said at the beginning, when you hear the term Egypt, when you hear the term Babylon, think America.
Right.
You know, it's the same thing. The Lord say, I will not suffer them to dwell on the land of Egypt. This is on his way out. This is on his way. You see what I'm saying? We got to be ready for this, man. The way we get ready is by coming back and keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, man.
Right.
When we say Babylon is falling, Babylon is falling. You see what I'm saying? Like you seeing it, like the wars and rumors of war. Like every other day, you hear an article like this could be the one. This could be the one to break it. You see what I'm saying? You hear about the BRICS and stuff like that. You see how China is over in Africa. You see what I'm saying? You see how the dollar's about to fall. You see what I'm saying? Like you see these things happening. This is all prelude to World War III, man. You see what I'm saying? We see it coming together. Keep going.
Verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand, and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues.
Yeah, it is. The Lord is saying He's gonna smite Egypt with plagues. He's gonna smite America with plagues, man. You see what I'm saying? Like we read on the Sabbath, we read the law. You see what I'm saying? We just a couple weeks ago we was in the book of, you know, Exodus. We was talking about Shalom, what's going on, Brian? What's going on, Gabarakar in the chat? we was talking about Egypt. The Lord said He's going to smite Egypt or America with plagues, right?
Right.
What's one of the plagues they had in Egypt? Yeah, corn. That's one. Well, that was when I say plague. That came after the plagues. But what's one of the plagues? Go over, Mark.
Boils on the body.
Yeah, corn. You had boils on the body. So you're looking at health issues. You see what I'm saying? You looking at those things. You got something happening? You remember when Moses he went to Pharaoh and he was telling Pharaoh, "Let my people go," and the plagues that he issued out. Remember, he had plagues that he put on Egypt. Can you remember any of them? Can you remember any of them? Anybody online? You can put it in there too. Brandon say turn the water into blood. Right, that's one of them. Hold on 1 second. So he turned the water into blood. So imagine here in America. Imagine here in America, every ounce of water that you run across has been turned into blood. That means you ain't got no drinking water.
Right.
You got merchants who depend on catching fish to live, to eat. That means that you can't even catch fish. The fish gonna die. You see what I'm saying? You can't get none of those things. Like we seen a few years ago. How many people remember when we in Baltimore? It wasn't just Baltimore. It was across the country where it was a gas shortage. It was a fuel shortage, and you had gas lines 2 and 3 blocks long. People fighting each other because people hopping in line and rooting. You see what I'm saying? Like that was over gas out. Imagine something that you absolutely need to live, such as water, being polluted to the point you can't drink it. You can't bathe in it. Like these are the plagues the Lord is going to pour out in this place, man. You had something else?
I was about to say one of the plagues, the locusts and crops.
Yeah, the locusts. Yeah, so the vegetation. Yeah, you can't grow your food. You see what I'm saying? So now the food is scarce. Food is scarce. Your water is scarce. You see what I'm saying? Look, now.
I don't know if it's just the Passover with the dog.
The what?
The dog. You need to get dog.
I don't know if that was one of the plagues in Egypt though. Yeah, but yeah, I think hell was one of them. You see what I'm saying? So you can't eat, you can't drink, and you got these big stones falling up the sky, hitting you in the head. You see what I'm saying? Like imagine those things happening here. Imagine these things happening here. As Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, what should we be doing when that's happening? Good. We should be doing that prior to. You see what I'm saying? Like this is the time for us to do that now. Because the Lord just said, read that again.
Verse 11. I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before. And when I will destroy all the land thereof. And this is how you definitely know it's talking about America, because it said as before. And we'll destroy all the land thereof. You see what I'm saying? Like when we say ISUPK is the only sanctuary that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have. Right. The ISUPK is the only sanctuary that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have. You see what I'm saying? If you're in Baltimore, 3430 Eastern Avenue is where you need to be. You see what I'm saying? If you're in any other city, any other state, you see what I'm saying? You need to go on to ISUPK.com, get on that website, man, and find out where the closest school to you is and get in class. That's right. You see what I'm saying? This is the time for us to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, man, while these doors are still open. Because there will come a time that these doors won't be open, man. Right. You know, we're under grace. Grace is a time period. You see what I'm saying? Like the Christian churches led us to believe that, you know, having grace is, you know, we can do whatever the hell we want and we just don't get in trouble for it. That's not what grace is. Right. Grace is saying, listen, I'm going to give you X amount of time to get this thing right. And if you ain't got it right in that time, I'm telling you now, you're going to suffer that penalty. You're going to suffer that punishment. You see what I'm saying? And them plagues, if we don't get right, we're going to have to suffer them punishments as well, man. All right. Keep going. Verse 12. Egypt shall mourn and the foundation of it shall be smitten.
America shall mourn, man. Who's mourning right now? Hold on, let me see. Who's mourning, heaven? Who's mourning? Who's sad? Who said? Who's mourning? It says someone mourneth. Yeah. For time's sake, go ahead, good now. Yeah, like the scripture say, Judah mourneth. You see what I'm saying? Like we mourn, we're mourning, we're in mourning right now as a people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Judah mourneth. Read that again, Brother Kashur.
Verse 12. Egypt shall mourn.
Egypt shall mourn, man. America is going to mourn. You see what I'm saying? And these plagues come out and the Lord start taxing this place, man. America will mourn. Keep going.
And the foundation of it shall be smitten.
And the foundation of it shall be smitten. And we're going to realize something too. We're going to realize how strong, how much stronger we are than them.
Right.
We look at them as, a lot of us look at our oppressor as someone greater than us right now, because of that fake image that we've been taught to believe in. You see what I'm saying? And people don't realize, by us having that fake image of Jesus Christ in our head, that makes us look at the oppressor like he's just better than us. You see what I'm saying? We're mourning now. We're going through hell right now. But when they start going through it, when they gonna start going through things, what do? Good. They break down, man. Damn right.
Kill each other.
Damn right.
Commit any crime under the sun.
Listen, if they break down, they go to the toppest roof they can find and they jump.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like they cannot tolerate any adversity, man. You see what I'm saying? Like people like, and just to get back into that Memorial Day stuff, man. A lot of people think that the so-called white man is going on the front line and being brave. It's not him. You know, the ones that come back and they just look so jacked, like they did so much. You see what I'm saying? You thinking like, man, he's serious. That's a soldier right there. Nah, it's that brother, man.
Right.
It's that brother on the fight line, on that front line that's getting that work done, man. You see a brother go to war and come back, like you cannot imagine. That's why they always tell you, don't ask brothers about, if they done been to combat, don't even ask about it.
Right.
Because 9 times out of 10, the things that they've had to done, they haven't recovered from still to this day.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because it's traumatic. It's traumatic. Like the things that you got to do, the things that you have to, the thing that this society and these devils want from us, it destroys us internally. You see what I'm saying? It's not natural for us to go and fight an enemy that's not out. That person ain't did nothing personally to me. But you're being told that you gotta hate them with the same vigor that the oppressor does. You see what I'm saying? That's not our fight.
Right.
So when we go out there and we gotta be, the end all be all, a lot of us come back messed up, man. Can't function in society. And you think that this oppressor gives a damn about that? How many vets do you see on the street homeless? And they brothers. They brothers and sisters, man. This is why we don't give a damn about no Memorial Day and shouldn't be celebrating no Memorial Day, man.
Right.
Because our brothers and sisters go to war, they get destroyed mentally. You see what I'm saying? Some of them get destroyed physically too. But if they come home 9 times out of 10, mentally they are destroyed, man. And they can't go to the VA for nothing. They can't get no benefits. You see what I'm saying? Like they don't get shown mercy at all. They get talked to and disrespected like it ain't nobody business, man. That's why listen, do not allow your sons and daughters to go into the United States military, man.
That's right.
Do not allow your sons and daughters to go into this police force, man.
That's right.
We're gonna find out why. Keep going.
Was the blessing and punishment that God shall bring upon it. Verse 13.
Now, so you can start there. They say the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it. Like this place is going to get judged and punished, man.
Right.
Like this place is going to get punished. Like that's something that they haven't seen on this land. They haven't seen attacks on this land to, geared towards them, but they have done it to us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like they have bombed us. You see what I'm saying? They have used, biological warfare against us.
Right.
They have used chemical warfare against us. You see what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm telling you. We are at war. We're at war. And the Lord is getting tired of it, man. The Lord is at the point where as though he ready to act on it. You see what I'm saying? But we have to give him something to act on. You see what I'm saying? If you could drop that, let me get Isaiah 31:3, Baba Kasha. Hey, Shalom, what's going on, Al-Azhar?
Isaiah chapter 31, verse 3. Now the Egyptians are men and not God.
They say the Lord is saying now the Egyptians are men and not God. You see what I'm saying? Like, who is this talking about right now? Hold on. Go ahead.
Talking about that pharaohs.
No, who is it talking about right now, though? No. Read it again.
Verse 3. Now the Egyptians are men and not God.
So when they say Egyptians, who is it talking about? Yeah, it's America. You see what I'm saying? So them Egyptians would be your military,
Right.
your politicians, your president. You see what I'm saying? They say they are men and not God. You see what I'm saying? Like they can suffer the same way we suffer.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They don't have the power to stop nothing. If the Lord if the Lord puts something in motion, they don't have the power to do nothing about it. Just the same way as the Pharaoh in Egypt. He didn't have the power to stop nothing either. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, Canal.
I was going to say, it's a lot. It's so again, I was a little rough. This scripture is deep because you think about how people, right? A lot of us is conditioned to believe that they are our persons.
Sure.
Like they can do whatever and we just forgive them and hold hands and they way is the right way. I remember growing up, you would say right is right, black is whatever.
Right.
Right. You know what I'm
Right.
so, like this scripture is deep, bro. Telling them about anything is right up. They believe it.
Come.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's say read it from the top, Baba Kasha.
Come. Verse 3. Now the Egyptians are men and not God.
They Egyptians, man. They are men and not God, man.
Right.
Keep going.
And their horses flesh and not spirit.
And their horses flesh, not spirit. You see what I'm saying? Like the weapons and stuff that they use, like if you look at the horses, what they was used for, them horses was used as weapons back in the day too, to trample people. You see what I'm saying? So like imagine like you're at war, and they decorate them horses. You don't know what the hell coming at you. You see what I'm saying? They say, man, them horses, they say they flesh too and not spirit. Meaning like their tactics, like whatever they using against us, that can be touched too. Go ahead. Come. Keep going.
When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall.
Listen, this is talking to us. This is talking to us right now. You feel me? It say when the Lord stretches out his hand, read that again.
When the Lord stretches out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together.
Yeah, so the Lord is talking about when he stretches his hand out against America, when he stretches his hand out against this place, if you want to help them,
Right.
not only will he fall, but you are going to fall with him. You see what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, it is not our job to save the so-called white man. It is not our job to fight the fight against the so-called white man. You see what I'm saying? It is not our job to go against the Lord and pray for him and pray for the Lord to spare him. The Lord is saying, listen, play if you want to. I'm telling you right now. Now you gotta think, you gotta look at it from that perspective. The Lord is telling you, Play with me if you want to. If you stick up for him, if you want to get in the way of what's going to happen to him, same thing will happen to you. You see what I'm saying? And what does that look like today? What does that go ahead?
Look like Christian church always giving it white man, what is acceptance.
Huh.
So like they can protect them at all costs. They protect them over us.
Yeah.
So like they look at the white man as a dog, put itself up on a pedestal so much like he can't be wrong. Like
Done. That's exactly how it looks. You feel me? It looks like the Christian church, how they take up for the so-called white man, how they defend every action. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know for me, that image is scolded in my memory when Freddie Gray got his back broken. He got unalived by them police officers in Baltimore. You know, it wasn't truthfully. It was them devils going out here and looting and doing all that nonsense. You see what I'm saying? But they put blacks, Hispanics, they put us on the camera. And then you see Ray Lewis from his mansion, and he come Baltimore, come on. Like that's etched in my memory. You see what I'm saying? You defending this devil. You wanting to fight for him. This is why we should not send our sons and daughters into this military. You see what I'm saying? Because they are preparing to fight against the Lord. Huh? You see what I'm saying? You're a brother or your sister, and you going into the military, and you thinking that you just want to change your life. You don't want to go to jail. You want to make something of your life. And then when Christ come back, you're going to take up that banter. You're going to take up the white man's banter, and you're going to say, I'm going to fight against Christ himself. Right. Because this oppressor hate him. Now I'm going to fight against him. You're going to get smashed. You know? You're going to get smashed. The same thing that's going to happen to him is going to happen to you. You see what I'm saying? And this is the fallacy that we have, or this is the ignorance that we have. A lot of times we send our kids, our sons and our daughters into this military, man, into the police force, just thinking we want to have a better life. That's not a better life for a black man, Hispanic, or Native American. It's not. You know that warrior spirit that you got, bring it into the UPK, man.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Be a part of the Lord's army. Be on the right side of history for the first time. You see what I'm saying? Like, read that again. Read that from the top, Bubba Kishore.
Isaiah chapter 31, verse 3. Now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together.
Yeah, hoping is an old quick word, which means helped. So he that helped them, and he that's getting help, both of them are going to fall. They're going to fail. You see what I'm saying? It's not for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's not our job. It's not our duty. It's not what the Lord called us to do, to go and defend our oppressor. You feel me? You know that spirit of you know how to back in the day where you get that house Negro. You see what I'm saying? When master sick, he don't say master sick. He say we sick, master. You know we sick. No, we ain't nothing. You see what I'm saying? But that's the spirit that's still in America when it comes to blacks, Hispanics, and Native American. A lot of us still have that spirit. We sick. Our country is under attack. Our country this, our country that. This is not our country, black man. And that's what we have to understand. You had something?
I want to say what they say now with health, right? Not long after I used to deal with animals and stuff like that. And say that all these other nations are enemies, right?
Sure.
And they'll always be like, well, we don't, us as blacks, man, we don't have that spirit to allow people to get hurt. And right, like when it says we want to help them, we want to be spoiled.
Sure.
Came across so many people saw us going like, bro, we gotta leave them alone. We all one human race, and like, how can you just allow something like that to happen and not help? And like, that's how conditioned we is so much of the people that when something happened to them, we can't just sit back. But when something happened to us, well, they should have made that decision.
Right. That's because we're good slaves.
Nah.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. We're good slaves. You see what I'm saying? So when master gets sick and when master's hurting, you know, we hurt.
Nah.
We sick. But let your brother in the field get his back whipped.
Right.
He had to be doing something wrong.
Yeah. Nah.
He had, listen, Shorty
Right.
tweaking.
Yeah. Nah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I know him. He don't listen to nobody. Shorty rebellious. Like, that's how it is.
Nah.
Shorty tweaking on, you see, that's how they going to look at it.
Nah.
You see what I'm saying? That's being a good slave. That's all it is. Go ahead.
Just to piggyback off what you said, it's crazy. Tradition, like we'll rather blame ourselves for doing something wrong. This way, oppressive.
Right.
They always gotta go back to did wrong. It can't be that man is just plain evil.
Nah.
Like that's each other. Like I see picture, old picture, like what, and lynch guy on there. They hung from the tree, didn't he? Little kid, about 6, 7 years old, white kid, smiling, and I'm like, old black kid was never smiling.
Right.
Old Native American, Hispanic kid, ain't smiling, they crying, they go, oh, this is horrible.
Right.
Mhm.
Nah.
You know, like Asper is born evil, wicked. They find that the joy at a young age.
Nah.
Like they just,
And what's the precept for that?
At birth, they wicked at birth. Something.
And say the wicked are estranged from the womb.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You see what I'm saying? Like people, they always say, it's like, what's up? What's going on, Yasha? Got Yasha in the class right now too. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people think that, you know, they always say racism is not, they are not born racist. Racism is something that's taught. No, it's not.
Nah.
No, it's not. You see what I'm saying? They come out the womb like that. They come out the womb wicked and evil. You see what I'm saying? Like they don't have to be taught that. If you took a baby and you did not, and no one taught it anything, he's going to come out, he's going to grow up, and he's still going to hate blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Nah.
Good.
Initial prevalence when I was a kid at school. Every time, president, devil, like any of these students, when they get mad at black students, always definitely the first thing they're gonna do to get their one up is say something racist. Like that's just like they go to. It's like it's embedded in them.
Mm-hmm.
And they always gonna go to that.
Yeah, it's like something that they got in the holster. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull it out when I need it. You see what I'm saying? But that's who they are, man.
The norm in their household to go around.
That's what I'm saying. They don't have to be taught it though. Like they don't have to be taught this. They don't have to be taught these ways. They come out like this, and this is the Lord is telling. The Lord is the one. The Lord is the one who made them. So he knows how they are. So he's telling us this is how they are. You know, this is why we have to learn to listen and be obedient. You see what I'm saying? And it's only when we don't do those things that we get caught up in whatever punishment that they have. We got a punishment. We've been punished enough. Why take the punishment from somebody else? You see what I'm saying? Like, and we will like being good slaves, we will willingly do it. You see what I'm saying? The Lord ain't with that, man. Like the Lord is telling you, man, come back because he don't want to do it to you, but he will. You see what I'm saying? If I could, let me get Isaiah 66:16, Baba Kasha.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 16. For by fire and his work, and his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
And say, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. You see what I'm saying? What does plead mean? Somebody look up the definition of plead. Let's see what the definition of plead is. And if you're online, if you got the definition, you can type it in the chat too.
Like two definitions, sir. The first one, make an emotional appeal.
Okay, to make an emotional appeal. Go ahead.
Second one, present and argue for a position, especially in court or in other public context.
It's a all right. So it's read that second one again.
Present and argue for a position, especially in court or in another public contest.
To present an argument or grievance, pretty much. You see what I'm saying? So now let's go back to that scripture and read that from the top.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 16. For by fire, by his sword, will the Lord plead with all flesh.
So when they say plead, what is it saying?
He basically expressing what's going on while he about to, destroy his other nation.
Yeah, he's letting you know. I'm telling you why I'm destroying you. You see what I'm saying? The plead is not to go back and forth for as like, to not do it. The plead is I'm going to run down every reason I'm about to do this to you. You see what I'm saying? It's happening. You see what I'm saying? You can't talk me out of this. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna plead with you. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna present the facts against you. You see what I'm saying? This is the Lord saying. It say, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. Keep going.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many, man. The Lord is going to put a lot of people to death.
Right.
A lot of people are going to be unalived. You see what I'm saying? Like, they make Christ just seem like he's so, like, if you look at that picture of Caesar Borgia, that devil that they call Jesus Christ. You see what I'm saying? If you look at that picture and then you just read what we just read, it don't line up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You can look into that. You can look at that devil and he don't have the spirit of this man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He's not pleading with you. Well, the plea that he having with you is he's just letting you know it's going to happen to you, and this is why. You see what I'm saying? And it say the slain of the Lord shall be many. A lot of people are going to be unalive, man. The question is, will you be one of them?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's that, and that's what we all gotta. This is what we all gotta really like. Ask yourself that. Yeah, I should say a request made in an urgent and emotional manner. Huh? Yeah, but this is what. Who's that? Okay. Yeah, but this is what we got. This is the question we got to ask ourselves, and we got to be real with ourselves, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, if Christ was to come back today or tomorrow, if he was to come back today or tomorrow, what side would you fall on?
Right.
Which side are you going to be on? You see what I'm saying? Are you going to be on his right side? Are you going to be on his left side? Are you going to be his, that's where the term right-hand man came from. Your right-hand man, mean like, this is my boy right here, man. You know how earlier we read about them angels? And they said the angel ain't going to bargain with you. The angel ain't going to sit there and ask you questions and get into your feelings and, he feel bad about what he did, sir. Maybe he should. The angel ain't doing none of that. Disobey him if you want to. You're going to lose your life. You see what I'm saying? Who you going to rock with? When Christ come back, he's going to unalive a lot. You see what I'm saying? As Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right now, our job and our duty is to serve the Lord, man. Keep his law, statutes, and commandments right now so that we can be on his right side when he come back and we don't have to suffer the punishment of these devils when he do get back, man. Not only these devils, these other nations going to catch it too. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is why it's so important. And we have to ask ourselves, which side do we fall on, man?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because Babylon is surely falling. Do we love Babylon enough to fall with it? Ain't that the old saying, like, you got to go down with the ship? You see what I'm saying? Is this our ship that we should go down with it? No. It's absolutely not. You see what I'm saying? We should not go down with this ship. You feel me? So if in your mind you said, "No, I ain't going down with this ship," you see what I'm saying? No, that's not going to be me. That's not going to be me to fight against Christ with this so-called white man. That's what naturally you'll say in your own mind, right? If you said that in your own mind, now you have to examine yourself right now. What are we doing? You see what I'm saying? What are we showing the Most High about us that's worthy enough for him to come back? You see what I'm saying? Are we doing what we need to do? You see what I'm saying? Are we being who we supposed to be in this truth? You see what I'm saying? If you Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, you see what I'm saying? If you're in that Christian church and you're in the fake Israelite groups, it's time for you to come on up out of that, man. You already know it's wicked.
Right.
You already know it's wicked. You already know the teachings are false, man, and they flawed. Come on out them organizations, man, and put on all black. You see what I'm saying? It's time. Let me get Isaiah 19:2, brother Kasher.
Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother.
They're saying I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is going to cause them to fight against each other.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He's going to cause this is what you call white on white crime right here. Go ahead, you had something?
I'll say this. I was just about to actually say that. White on white crime.
That's exactly what this is. They're saying I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. Keep going.
And they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
This is talking about the Third World War right here, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, we at that time where it's going to happen, man. We at the time where Babylon is going to fight against itself. You see what I'm saying? Why should we be in the way of that?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If you Black, Hispanic, and Native American, why get in the middle of that? Why are you trying to be the negotiator between these two people? You see what I'm saying? Why are you taking on the war? Or why are you taking on the spirit that you got to be the one to get both sides to understand where both sides are coming from? It's not your place. You see what I'm saying? The Lord said, I'm going to set Egyptian against Egyptian. You see what I'm saying? Brother against his neighbor. You know, city to city, state to state, pretty much. You feel me? This is talking about the Third World War, man. That's talking about America going to war with England. America going to war. You see what I'm saying? With Italy. You see what I'm saying? And all these other nations. America going to war with Russia. This is what this is talking about. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American. This ain't got nothing to do with us. You gotta stay out the way, man. What does staying out the way in this context? What does that look like for a Black, Hispanic, and Native American? This is the one time we need to stay on the curb. You feel me? Stay out them streets. What does that look like for us?
Get back to the Most High, follow law, statutes, and commandments.
So how does a person do that to this day, right now? Like, what would a person do? Damn right. Damn right. Get into this truth, man. Get into these classes, man. You see what I'm saying? And physically get here. You see what I'm saying? Get into these seats, man. Because I'm telling you, it's going to come a time where these doors will not open.
Right.
These doors are going to be closed out. You see what I'm saying? And it's going to be of the Lord. Them times are coming, man. You don't want to be on the outside looking in when the Lord is calling you to it right now. You see what I'm saying? Then you get wrapped up in all the nonsense when you shouldn't, and you didn't have to. But because of your stubbornness, you see what I'm saying? Because of how we are, in the sense that we want to be proud. You see what I'm saying? Don't let being proud take our lives, man. Don't let being proud get us caught up out here in these streets, man. When we should be in the only safe haven that a Black, Hispanic, and Native American have, and that's in this school, man. Keep on. If you got something? Yeah, come on.
You know, this like keep me in. You know what I'm saying? You know, being time, whatever. This scripture to me is powerful because when you saying like you don't want to be that person, and it's too late. When it's Proverbs 1:26. And they say, I will laugh at the calamity. All right, Most High speaking, I will mock when your fear comes. All right, when you bringing out saying like there's gonna be a point in time when these doors shut, that's when your fear comes. All right, because you run to the school because it's about to be destructive for you. You don't want to be at the point where the Most High know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I gave you opportunity. I gave you ways to get to the school. I gave you all this time to get to it. And I'm a lad to command you because you chose not to do it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And that's so real.
And a lot of people don't realize that we mock the Lord when we do certain things.
Uh,
You see what I'm saying? Defending this oppressor, despite the fact that he done so much wickedness to us and our people, and he's profaned the Most High God himself. You feel me? And we defend that. That's mocking our power, man.
Right.
That's mocking the Most High. So when it's like when we facing that danger, you know, we'll be with you. He ain't. He's not. You see what I'm saying? That's what he's warning us against right now. He's warning us against that right now. And that's why he said he gonna do it. You know how they say, hey, listen, pause, but he's like, I'm gonna do it to you.
right.
You see what I'm saying? That's what he's saying. Like you're in the streets and somebody say that, you already know what it means.
Right.
They're gonna try to get with you. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is telling you this is gonna happen to you. If you want to help them, you want to ride with them, I'm telling you right now, this is what's going to happen to you. Choose now. What you going to do? You see what I'm saying? Like, them doors get shut, man, and the Lord say no more. That's not the time to cry and bang the door down. You see what I'm saying? That's not that time. This is the time right now. Get yourself into these classes, man. You see what I'm saying? Let the Lord catch you with your boots on the ground. That's the song out right now, right? That's a line dance out right now. Everybody doing it, right? Boots on the ground. You heard that, right, Heaven? You ain't heard that? I know you be on TikTok. Yeah, but that's a line. Boots on the ground. You feel me? That's actually a UPK slogan. Before the song, we've been saying boots on the ground for many, many years. You see what I'm saying? Let the Lord catch you working. You see what I'm saying? Let the Lord catch you in his house. Let him catch you serving his people. You see what I'm saying? That's how you want to be found. Don't get caught slipping out. You see what I'm saying? Don't get caught being a part of this world, man, and trying to help it and defending it. Don't get caught out there like that. You feel me? Keep going. Come.
Oh, Salakia. And Salakia, verse 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. And I will destroy thy counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols, and to the charms, and to them that have simply familiar spirits, and to the wizards. So
this is them. They summoning up all their gods and stuff like that. They praying to Jesus Christ. They praying to Allah. You see what I'm saying? They praying to Buddha. They praying to every false god under the sun right now. You see what I'm saying? And Lord ain't hearing none of that. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is where they're gonna see that their gods are false. You see what I'm saying? Like, they already know it.
Right.
They already know it for real. But in this time, read that again, Bubba Kasha.
Isaiah 19, verse 3. And the spirits of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. That's
the counsel that they have. You see what I'm saying? Like, they take counsel in white Jesus.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You know they had a slogan they put on the armband, WWJD, what would Jesus do? You see what I'm saying? That's them taking counsel and how they think he would act. You see what I'm saying? The Lord said, I'm going to destroy the counsels thereof. Keep going.
And I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charms.
So they're going to go into the idols. They're going to start praying to all these false gods. Then what's the next one? They're going to start going to all these tarot card readers. You see what I'm saying? What's going to behold us? You see what I'm saying? They're going to start getting deep into the astrology. Well, the sun did move this way, and the moon is red. It's the blood moon, yada, yada, yada. They're going to get into all of that. Keep going.
And to them that have familiar spirits.
And to them that have familiar spirits. Go ahead.
And to the wizards.
And to the drug dealers. you see what I'm saying? Like, people going to start getting high even more then. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 4. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord,
Mm-hmm.
and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts.
That's in the Egyptians will I give over to the hand of a cruel Lord. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna give them over to the hand to a mighty hand that don't like him. You see what I'm saying? They going into slavery out, and they're gonna serve that slavery out. You see what I'm saying? Like this is the future that beholds America. You see what I'm saying? This is the future that beholds Babylon. You know, let me get Zephaniah 2:1 real quick too, brother Bashar.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
The Lord is saying, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. We're the nation that's not desired out. You see what I'm saying? Like blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're not desired. And when they say we're not desired, like they don't want us around, but they need us around.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like the scriptures say, without y'all, like without us, the earth wouldn't have no flavor. We are the salt of the earth. Out. You see what I'm saying? We give everything flavor, we give everything seasoning, but they don't really want us around. They want us around to entertain them. They want us around to you know, so they want us around to feel good about themselves. You see what I'm saying? But we're not a desired nation. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, we got to learn to desire each other. You see what I'm saying? The scripture's saying we got to prefer each other. You see what I'm saying? Like, what does that mean, to prefer each other? Go ahead, Mark.
We want to keep each other company. Only deal with each other.
Yeah, come on, choose your brother.
Yeah, I'm saying be racist. Only deal with your
But we don't even have the power to be racist right now. You see what I'm saying? You know, but I can prefer you. You see what I'm saying? Instead of me going out here and going to be a part of this world, I can actually prefer to be with my brother.
Right.
I can prefer to build with my brother. You see what I'm saying? That's what they're saying, man. Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. We're not desired here, man. We're desired to make money. Our Hispanic brothers, like, if you look at them, they want to build the wall so bad. Like they want them out the country so bad, but they also want that work.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They don't desire them, but they need them for their bottom line. And that's the spirit of us, man. That's why we have to gather ourselves together, man, because we are the nation. Like we can't look to a foreign nation to prefer us over each other. We have to prefer each other over them. You see what I'm saying? Where's the at? Let me get yeah, Con, go ahead.
Want to read verse 5?
Keep going. No, yeah, I think you're in verse 3.
Go back to verse 6.
Did you ever read 3?
3 and 4.
All right, well, drop that for me. Let me get Leviticus 18:2.
Leviticus chapter 18, verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel and say to them, I am the Lord your God.
It says, speaking to the children of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and saying to them, I am the Lord your God. Like, I am your power. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Not none of these other fake, false gods. You feel me? I am your power. Keep going.
Verse 3. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do, and after the doings of the land of Canaan, whether I bring you, shall ye not do, neither shall ye walk in their ordinance.
Yeah, the Lord is saying, man, do not do the things that they do, man. Like, as a black, Hispanic, and Native American, man, like, we have a moral compass that we should be following. You see what I'm saying? Like, a black man should not be a gangster. A black man should not be a whoremonger. Black man should not be he should not be gay. Same as you sisters. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's against the Lord. We're not supposed to take on the ordinances and the customs of these other nations that surround us, man. The problem is that's exactly what we do. You see what I'm saying? And that's why we stay in trouble, man. The time is now to come out of that spirit, man. The time is now to come out of that spirit, man. He going good now.
Verse 4. And ye shall do my judgments and keep my ordinances to walk therein. I am the Lord your God.
They will say you're going to do my judgments and keep my ordinances to walk therein. Meaning, like the things I tell you to do, this is what you're going to do. You see what I'm saying? This is why the scriptures say we can't serve two masters, man.
Right.
Because you're gonna love one and you're gonna hate the other. You see what I'm saying? You can't serve two masters. You see what I'm saying? When a lot of times, and this is why the Lord tell us not to mix and mingle with these other nations, especially like in marriage. When we join ourselves to these other nations and we take on their gods, what happens? Go ahead now.
We basically take on their culture that they become them. We act like them. We be part of them.
We act like
ourselves.
Yeah, so we act like them. Go ahead, Mark.
Turn our back on our God.
We turn our back on our God. We actually put our God on the shelf and we start to serve fake and false gods. You see what I'm saying? That's why the Lord say, no, you can't do this. You know, that's why it kills me when you got these politicians who say, if you want to see change, you got to be a part of it. You got to get into the government. You got to get into the military. You can't say they shouldn't be doing certain things, but yet you're not in it. No, don't get in it. You see what I'm saying? Let them do what they do. And we're going to be over here serving the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So powerful when you look at everybody, all of our sisters that's in like relationships or situations with devils or whatever.
Huh.
Right? Yo, they not. You can every time I know you think and be like, yo, you black, but you know what I mean? You act really like them. You know, especially a brother.
Huh.
You see a brother dealing with a white guy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like, you black, but yeah, but like, you act just like them.
Yeah, and like not only do you act like it, like you act more like them than they act like them. You see what I'm saying? Like it's ridiculous to the point where as though you start hearing them and they make the same points that they make. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, you're a brother, yo, how can you remotely feel, you know? I'm gonna tell you this, I done heard black people say slavery was a good thing for us. Because if slavery, if we was never enslaved, we would never have a chance to understand Jesus Christ.
Right.
You know, because we were serving all these false gods over there in Africa. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what brothers actually say, man. That's ignorant. You see what I'm saying? Like, those are ignorant things that an unlearned man or unlearned woman says. You see what I'm saying? The Lord said, no, don't keep none of their customs. Don't serve their gods. Don't do none of the things that they do, man. Separate yourself from them people, man. Go ahead.
When I first started following, right, I remember asking my pastor and my mother, like, yo, you didn't tell me God used slavery for us to get to know him.
Yeah.
They like, yeah.
Huh.
Like, bro. You mean tell me come find another way? I don't really bang with that. That's crazy. But a lot of our people accept it.
Yeah. Listen, everybody outside of here accept that. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're not in the UPK, that's what you believe. That slavery was a good thing for us. You see what I'm saying? Because we had to get Jesus Christ beat into us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Meanwhile, this is why when you hear Captain Cesariak say, you know, the symptoms of slavery, that traumatic, the traumatic things that happen in slavery, is passed down generation. It's passed down in your genes.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, not only will your mother and your father believe it, your grandparents will believe it. Right. Then if you really get into your history and if you can go back that far, your great grandparents believe that. And then you'll get to the point where that was beat into them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And it's coming all the way down to 2025, and that's still the going right now. That's still what the saying is. That it's a blessing for us to have went through slavery.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, meanwhile, we serving a false god, man. And was it any more on that?
5.
All right, let me get Jeremiah 7:23, brother, for sure. Come.
Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 23. But this thing commanded I them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your God, and ye shall be my people, and walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you.
Lord is telling us, man, obey my word. You see what I'm saying? And I will be a God, a power to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is why, you know, a lot of people say they think God is his name. Yahweh is his name. You see what I'm saying? God is a title, which means power. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is saying, I will be your power. You see what I'm saying? What does that mean? Because I don't think a lot of people, we don't get that because we don't know that it's a title. And it's something that comes with that. When people hear God, they just think, oh, that's just God up in the sky, this, that, and the third. The Lord is saying, listen, if you obey my voice, I will be your power. What does that mean? Go ahead.
Strength, knowledge. I look at it as like infinity blessings.
Yeah, so imagine you praying and actually getting your prayer answered by your power. You see what I'm saying? That's what that means. I will be the one to answer your prayers. You see what I'm saying? When you in warfare, I'm going to be the one to deliver you. You see what I'm saying? That's what that means. He said, I will be a God unto you. If he's not a power to us, that means that we free game up.
Right.
And that's what we don't realize, man. We exposed out here. When we don't keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, man, we not doing what the Lord told us to do. We are exposed out here. And what you're going to see generally happen is that's why you see us dying in the streets, man. And if we don't get ourselves together and we still want to fight for this oppressor, more of us are going to die in these streets, man. And we're going to get the punishment that's reserved for our oppressor. So listen, at the end of the day, we just got to realize, man, that hey, Salai, if you could you go downstairs, open the door for Alice? You should go downstairs, open the door for Alice. Okay. Yeah, so at the end of the day, we got to realize, man, Babylon is falling, man. Babylon is falling. But the one thing that we got to understand is we don't have to wait for this kingdom to fall, and then we waiting on a new kingdom to come. Our kingdom is being built right here, right now. You feel me?
Right.
You got to realize that there's never been a situation where one kingdom fell and there wasn't already a kingdom ready to come in and take its place. You see what I'm saying? The kingdom of God is being built here right now, here in the ISUPK, man.
Right.
This oppressor's kingdom is about to fall. And when this oppressor kingdom fall, you feel me? We are the people, the chosen children of the Most High. And God's kingdom is going to take over and we will not be removed again.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You have to choose your side right now, man. And I'm saying choose just to identify with people who don't know the truth, because really we don't have a choice.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Serve the Lord. This is the whole duty of man, man. That you fear God and keep his commandments. That's what we need to do. Get into this ISUPK, man, and keep this truth, man. With that, I want to say shalom, Baltimore. Shalom, Israel. And with that, we're going to bring up Officer Gana for reading of the security announcements. Shalom.
These are the security announcements. We are ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves with the world. After 6 months, if the brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other.
After the 6 months period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means 10th in Hebrew and it's pronounced Mayashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. The up and coming Holy Convocation is, what is it?
That's Feast of First Fruits.
It's the Feast of First Fruits. I think it's the 18th.
June 8th.
June 8th. The Feast of First Fruits will be June 8th. Remind Akim and Nagwakim to check in on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and the materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he has to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headbands, and or scarves. And with that, Men of Israel, we're going to give one curly salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amaidim Shabbat, Amaidim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah. As a batak, Saul means to turn. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courteous salute to the sister. Men of Israel, Amaidim Shabbat, Amaidim, Barak, Yahweh Shemal, Yahushua. Yazabatak, class dismissed.